Got some breaking news in the after effects of a severe blizzard in the heart of America. Now, this is Miami, Oklahoma, northeastern part of the state. What you're watching there is a scene that is absolutely incredible. That's a truck or some sort of SUV that went off the highway, Interstate 44, during this blizzard. And we are told 8 people, 6 of whom were on top of that vehicle in the middle of the Spring River, have been rescued. Captain Chris West, Oklahoma Highway Patrol. Captain, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys.
Are you on scene?
No, I'm actually in Oklahoma City, but I've been watching it all morning and trying to be kept informed.
How are they doing? Are the 8 alive?
Well, from what I understand, there was 8. 6 of them got out of the vehicle up on the roof, and we're trying to pull them out right now. I don't have confirmations of fatalities. But if you're watching this video, you can see that was a pretty dramatic fall off of the bridge. So, you know, there's definitely going to be some injuries, but I don't have any confirmed fatals.
Well, this is remarkable. Did they spend the night there? One assumes since the blizzard hit a day and a half ago?
Well, I don't have that. You know, we got the word about 6:30 this morning, and of course we got crews out there as well as Miami Fire, and then of course we brought in a dive team out of Joplin, Missouri. They were a little bit closer. This is way up in the far northeastern corner of Oklahoma, very near Missouri at the mile marker 332, but it's the Spring River. Looks like it was probably maybe a Chevy Avalanche, and like I said, there was word that there were 8 people that were in it. And like you're saying, we had a severe blizzard that came through a couple of days ago. We're in day 3. This was part of the hardest hit area in the state. This particular portion of the roadway or interstate was shut down for many, many, many hours, especially on the westbound side. So we had lots of snow, high drifts, and I'm sure that those retaining walls on that bridge probably acted as a snow fence and probably collected a pretty big drift, and that's probably what enabled that vehicle to actually go over it and make the fall to the river below.
How does a dive team work through a frozen river, Captain?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a diver, but I'll tell you what, my hat's off to these guys. They look like they're wearing some type of cold water gear, and these guys are truly heroes in my book out there dealing with these absolutely freezing temperatures. I'm telling you guys, here in Oklahoma City, the temps were around 5 and maybe lower than that, I'm sure, up in that northeast part of the state. So these guys are dealing with absolute unbelievable conditions up there trying to make these rescues.
Hi, Chris, it's Martha McCallum here. Just a couple of quick questions for you. What stage are we at in all of this? Can you, just to get our viewers up to speed, did you see the 6 people who were standing on top rescued, and are there still 2 people in that vehicle?
I believe that we're probably at the end of this thing. I believe that we've already made the transport of the individuals that we recovered, and they've been in the helicopters loaded up and meta-flighted out to hospitals. I think they took several to Missouri, and then they took several to, I believe they were going to fly to St. Francis and Tulsa. So, I can't confirm that there are any fatalities at this point. I've been watching the same stuff that you guys have been watching, right. But I hate to do that, especially on national television. Number one, I don't have it. But again, my hat's off to these guys that are doing these rescues, and of course, our hearts and prayers go out to the victims and their families.
Can you confirm that the truck or the SUV went over the side? Because we were wondering whether or not it went off the turnpike before the bridge and went down into the water.
Well, right now, I believe that it went over,
okay.
And that's from just listening to the reports. We've actually got a highway patrol lieutenant up in that part of the state that's been doing some news broadcast as well, and that's what he's indicating. So I'm going to stay with that.
How cold is it there today?
It's very cold here in Oklahoma City. I mean, we had some one-digit temps overnight, so I'm sure up in that northeast part of the state it's very, very cold as well. Any
indication of timing on this? When do they know when this truck went into the water?
I don't have it confirmed, but like I said, this all started about 6:30 for us. That's the times that I got. Mm-hmm. I would like to think that since that is a turnpike, there was probably traffic that was on it, and possibly somebody observed it go over and were able to make the phone calls to emergency crews.
Yeah, just how bad was it? I mean, we were told 24 inches and 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, I'm hearing
that's a hurricane of snow.
Yeah, we had a blizzard. I mean, I'm hearing here in Oklahoma City, 12, 13 inches, northeast part of the state, 20 to 21. I mean, there was a lot of snow. Winds were blowing. I heard in some instances there were 10-foot snow drifts. So, I mean, this was a significant weather event for us.
Sure was. Do you know if the people who were on top of this vehicle contacted 911? Did they make that contact, or do you know if somebody passing on the highway above alerted your team?
No, I can't confirm you that information either way.
Because if we knew that answer, it might give us an indication as to their condition. If there were 8 people inside and 6 on top, you wonder why the other 2 were not, or whether or not they were in any condition to stand on top of that vehicle.
I'll tell you what, guys. When you consider the fall that the vehicle took, and let's say that it didn't take a fall. Let's say it drove down there and broke that ice and went in the water. When you look at the temperatures that are involved, and they're in freezing water, if anybody comes out of this thing alive, it's a miracle.
Wow. Captain, you're probably right about that. Thank you, sir, and thank you for spending time with us.
All right, take care, guys.
That's Captain Chris West, Oklahoma Highway Patrol. He's in Oklahoma City. Yeah. He's watching the images. He's in touch with his team out there. And this is what he said. It will be a miracle if the 8 survive.